Good morning. It's been a while, mainly because I don't have to drive to work anymore. Well, for another week. Last week I did not have to drive to work, and this week I did not have to drive to work. I'll let you decide why. Not because of me, like because of others, of us, them folk. Anyway, I just since last week I was not driving, and I don't know, I think driving kind of helps my peace of mind a little bit. It gets my mind in order for the day, and I had to figure out how to do that while working from home. And I know people were like, well, you had like a whole time where you were working from home, what happened? And I said, but I made something a habit since October, and it was a thing, you know. I would listen to certain things that lifted my mood, like Beethoven's Pastoral Symphony. If you're a millennial, an older millennial, you might remember Disney's Fantasia, where it was the one with the centaurs and, you know, the wine being made, and then like Zeus had the lightning bolts, and it was like that symphony is something that lifts my spirits. Let me lift my phone. But anyway, and so I actually kind of fell into kind of a funk, because I was out of the routine, and that's how I feel like when I'm out of a routine. So I have to create ways to, I guess, stimulate the mind before I do something that I may not really want to do. I don't mind teaching online. In fact, I would like to apply for online teaching jobs, but I don't like this because the students didn't pick this, and neither did the parents really. You know, it was kind of like a forced thing. So the joy in, you know, doing you is not in it, you know? And so it's just like one of those things that you just want to, I don't know how to explain it. You need to like lift your spirits before you do it, okay? So I fell into that funk. I went super existential. I mean, I was like, why are humans on the earth? Why do we exist? Are we not here to help each other? Is the Good Samaritan the parable that we are supposed to really live our lives by? Are we supposed to be the Good Samaritan? Because right now, I feel like the guy who was on the side of the road who got beat up. Like, that's how I was feeling. And not because any particular thing. It was more like just not being around people and not having the joy of, for me, being on stage with my friends, you know, at least once or twice a year, I'm usually a part of an opera chorus here in Houston, and that really helps sustain me. And then the other thing was not being able to plan in-person events or sing chorally. I love choral music, obviously, but I mean, it was one of the joys that I'm really missing it. And so I had to figure out, like, what is it that I'm going to do to get out of this funk. And honestly, the thing that got me out of my funk was my friend's wedding yesterday. It was the first time that I was around people that I knew, in a group bigger than, you know, the recommended, well, not the recommended. It was more like, it was small because it was just her family and the wedding party. And the wedding party is basically her family except me. I was not related, and the other bridesmaid was not related. We're just her best friends for like the last 30 years, you know, nothing big. But, you know, it was just, that is what got me out of the funk. And I realized that I really do miss being around people. As much as I say I hate people until I don't, and then I don't hate them until I do. So that really, I think that was really part of the funk. And then the other thing was just like, how am I I modified my goals for 2020 and said, oh, it's no problem, I'll just do them in 2021. But 2021 is 2020ing really hard. And I was just a little down about that. And I know other people are down about that. So this is what we're going to do, friends. Okay? We're going to do this. We're going to look at our goals, look at our life, look at our choices. And we're going to say, all right, what are the things that realistically, if 2021 is very much like 2020, what can we actually do? So the things that I determined was, I can travel, but I have to change the way that I travel. So instead of doing, you know, the big international trip I wanted to take my son on, instead we're going to go visit some national parks with two of my really good friends. Like, I'm really excited about that. And in order to do that, I'm going to stop subscribing to certain boxes. I have like 2 more subscriptions to cancel, and that money is going to go into savings toward that trip, but not only that trip, toward one of the other business goals that I had. So I decided for that other business goal, I needed to save money a little bit more. Oh, look, a train. Oh, the joys of living near train track. Gah! All right, but anyway, that means I just have time to chat with you all. So I'm going to save more money, right? And the other thing, I'm going to save money for the other business I want to start. And then I realized that one of my businesses, because I have like 4 ideas in my head, and I'm just like, you're not going to do all of that. You're not, because there's not enough hours in the day, and you really do like sleep, right? So I decided what I was going to do is register one of my business names, and instead of like pigeonholing that company, make it what I want it to be. You know, there's some things that'll pick up in a few years, and there's some things that'll pick up in a few months. So I'm gonna go ahead and register that business, set up the website and everything. And one thing that I did decide to stop pursuing, well, not really stop pursuing, I'm not stopping, I'm just not going to pay for my domain and my personal website as a singer. I just don't see that people are really looking at those. I really don't. So I just feel like it's a waste. And so instead of that, I'm gonna keep the domain, but change the name of the page, and that'll start my journey. You know, and it's already something I've invested. So I invested in marketing materials, because you know, look, if you're starting a business, marketing, you gotta talk about it. Nobody's gonna talk about it for you. Okay, and if you don't talk about it, nobody is definitely not going to talk about it. So the more you talk about it, the more others talk about it. The more they see it, the more they share it. Okay, so I'm telling you, marketing. Figure it out. Hire a consultant if you have to. There are moderately priced consultants. There's people you know that are consultants, and they just don't say anything. You know, until you say something, and they're like, "Oh, I know a person." Me, I'm the person. You know, so that type of stuff. So in modifying my goals and out of my existential crisis, it really wasn't that bad. Like I don't suffer from depression. If you suffer from depression, please get professional help. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay. But it's just out of the times that you really just feel like nothing is going right, or you have absolutely no control over what you're able to do, you find those little pockets of things that you can do. And that's what's going to move you forward. If you just do a little bit, baby steps forward are better than standing still. And that's all I wanted to share today. I definitely went around the world to tell you that, but I hope you're having a great day. And I'm going to fix my life this week as much as I can, like those little pockets, because obviously Erin with 2 R's is not going to have her life together by the end of the week. Working on it. Okay. Talk to you later. Bye.